All right. Once again, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm trying to do something different. So, I think it's important that, given the news recently, forgive me for adjusting this, but given the news recently, another shooting, that politicians want to talk about, mental health, and that nonsense, and it's very important. I'm not trying to dispute that myself. Very much a I was going to use the word victim, but that feels very wrong right now. Someone who struggles with mental health. And I'll recap for those who haven't watched my previous videos, but I have anxiety, by the way, all diagnosed. Anxiety, depression, panic disorder, PTSD, amongst other things, right? I'm also an alcoholic, so substance abuse. And the several times I've tried to go get help, particularly for my substance abuse, what they mostly focus on is substance abuse and not the underlying cause for that, right? So I was diagnosed with PTSD, I don't know, 2 years ago. I can't keep track of time anymore. I've been in my house for 2+ years, going on 3. But what I've found is it's often, again, just in my experience, I live in Illinois. My name is David, by the way. Is that it's about that, right? Like your substance of choice. And so I'm trying to work on something, and I'm hoping my friends will help me. Give their personal experiences of how going through that experience of rehab, inpatient, outpatient, whatever you want to call it, or whatever variation, there are many, has helped or hindered. And because what I've found in my experience is like actual help is fairly cost prohibitive. And being in those environments with other people has been very much and again, this is in Illinois. I don't know how it is in other states, but the majority of the people in those programs, or whatever you want to call them, are there under court order. And I don't know if you're anything like me, or can understand that, like, people being told to do something, particularly when it comes to addiction, that's not the right approach. Like, it doesn't work that way. Stop drinking. Okay, great. How are you going to help me do that? I'm going to make you sit in a classroom with a bunch of people who can't stop complaining about the fact that they can't drink. Like, that's not helpful. There was one, and I'm just going to rehash stories from this at this point, but like, there was one that I was in, it was a group setting, and it was like an educational thing. about meditation. And we're all sitting on plastic chairs, hard plastic chairs. And they dimmed the lights and they played this thing and said, lean back and just listen. You want me to lean back on this uncomfortable, if you need to, and this is what the recording said, right? If you need to, put your feet up. Like, they didn't know we were sitting on plastic lawn chairs. But yeah, no, that's the ideal situation, right? When you're thinking about it, for relaxing and meditating. Hard plastic chairs with people all around you. It's just not taken seriously. And that was like, shit, I don't even remember how long ago. Apologies for cursing, but 10? At least 10 years. Yeah, maybe not quite that long. 8 to 10, whatever. You'd think things would improve, right? No, they haven't. Pick up on part 2. Thank you.